Hello, beautiful humans. I'm back at home, but I wanted to real quickly just recap the important points from trial on Monday. And there was no court yesterday, Tuesday, so I just wanted to quickly recap what I learned because there was a lot of cast data from the FBI that was a little bit confusing. Lauren Mathias of Hidden True Crime does an excellent job of breaking down exactly all of the telephone calls and all of the text messages and the locations and everything. But the most important points that I took away from Monday morning's testimony is that on September 9th, which was the day of Tylee's death, estimated, Chad calls Alex, and then Alex's device is seen at Chad's house. And also on September 23rd in the morning, which we believe is the morning that after JJ died, Chad calls Alex, and then Alex's device is seen at Chad's property. So those were the most damning pieces of evidence against Chad. Prior's been trying to say that, kind of blame it on Alex and Lori and say that Chad wasn't involved, but I think this proves that Chad was directly involved. Also, there were several other dates where Alex's device was seen on Chad's property. So August 7th, August 24th, September 6th, September 25th, and October 15th. And so that clearly establishes that Alex and Chad knew each other and that Alex was at his house frequently. Notably absent, though, from those cell phone records, there's no evidence that Alex's device was at Chad's property on the night that Tammy was shot at or on the night that she was killed. And so that, to me, the takeaway I get from that is that Alex was smart enough to leave his device somewhere else when he was actually committing a crime, but not when he was engaging in covering up the commission of a crime. So that's what I took away from that. And when Prior went to cross-examine, he went back to his paintball gun narrative, which is always really frustrating to me when he brings that up. He did note that that Alex's cell phone was missing from Tammy's house during the two dates in question. But the FBI agent was actually very good at correcting Prior often. When Prior would say Alex was here or Alex was there, he would say the device was there. And I think that reminded the jury that just because there was no data that Alex's device was at Chad Daybell's house during Tammy's attempted shooting and during her murder, allegedly, that doesn't mean that Alex wasn't there. It just means his device was not there. Prior tried to impeach the tool that the FBI uses to obtain the cast data just because it's only available to law enforcement. But then on redirect, the prosecutors were really good about saying the components are available to civilians and somebody could go and purchase those tools. It's just not available as a package like it is to law enforcement. So I thought that was really good. And then Prior did go back to his narrative about the property being large. Again, my take on that is I think he owns the property. He's going to sell it someday. He's trying to make it seem bigger than it actually is. He's an over-exaggerator. The other point, though, that Prior did make that I was actually happy that he made is why did they not look at Melanie Gibbs' cell phone records? Why did they not look at David Warwick's cell phone records? Now, this particular FBI agent just looks at the records he's told to look at, so it's not his decision whose records get looked at. But I think it's an excellent point. Why are we not looking at those two? Those two were there on the night that JJ was killed, and I want to know what their involvement was. Let me know what you think in the comments.